My name is Martin Mortimer, and this is my lovely wife,
Shannon LaPenna.
It's May 17th. It's the Sunday morning, Chicago's Spring Half Marathon. We're getting ready to run. It's a beautiful day, and as we're going to the starting corrals, because they have them based on your speed, I turned to my wife and I said, I feel really good today. Ironic.
It's 7 a.m. I know he's probably going to be about an hour and a half. That was kind of what you were shooting for. And it's 8:30. I'm not seeing you. It's 8:45. I'm still not seeing Martin. The last sort of text update I got was like at mile 6, and his pace was like 7:23. So I knew he was clipping along. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9:15. A little after 9:15, I look at my phone and I see a 312 number. And I get a call. Hi, this is Debbie from Mercy Hospital. Who are you? I said, I'm Shannon LaPenna. How do you know Martin Mortimer? I'm his wife. Okay, so you need to get here as soon as you can. Be safe. Martin's alive, but he's in critical condition. And then she, of course, gave me your address. So I, immediately get in a cab. I look up the address. I start to call family who's nearby. I come through the emergency room doors. The security guards immediately were waiting for me, took me over to one of the ER doctors, Dr. Barber, who was amazing, gave me as much information as she could at that point, and then other family members joined and she repeated it again. And at this point, we just know that Martin is not responding. He's collapsed at the race. It's something to do with his heart, and that they need to get him into the cath lab as soon as possible to figure out what's going on. And so from that point, I'm in this new place. I'm with family. I'm also with doctors who are very compassionate and very patient and trying to get as much information from us as they can so they can make the best decisions. And so Sunday was just a lot of waiting and kind of getting updates about where you were at.
I'm sorry, I'm starting to get emotional just thinking about this.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's
surreal. It's like, if he makes it through this, I'm gonna kill him. And she just laughed. She's like, that's what a lot of people say. Yeah. It's so surreal. But I mean, I just immediately came in, felt cared for, felt like just that it was all about getting you taken care of, and time was of the essence. We're then immediately taken to the waiting room in the cath lab. Okay. The cath lab waiting room, it was just all of our family members. We're just kind of floating between being really sad and really scared. And then the Dr. Dasgupta, we understood, was the doctor doing the intervention. His resident periodically came to give us updates, which was wonderful. What was supposed to be about an hour procedure wound up probably taking 2.5 hours, because what they discovered was that on Martin's left side, he had 3 blockages, and that's where the heart attack occurred. It ruptured, he went into cardiac arrest. And then in discovering that, they realized that the left side also had blockages, so there was a lot of heart disease going on, and that was a big concern. But they knew they just had to take care of the right side, which is where the issue was. So Dr. Dasgupta came out, and he was very straightforward and very transparent, and tried emphasize the severity of what was going on, didn't mince words, and I appreciate that. The next 6 to 12 hours are critical. Martin's brother Mark said, okay, so does this mean we need to get family in? And he said, yes, I would bring family in.
So
that was kind of how our Sunday afternoon kind of concluded.
Mark, my younger brother, were incredibly close. He's in the waiting room, and he's looking around, and he's like, I don't know if Martin's in the right location. But what changed all of that was the interaction that my entire family had with the physicians here.
Absolutely.
Dr. Marcos, Dr. Reganini,
Dr. Dasgupta,
Dr. Dasgupta,
Dr. Jones.
Exactly, and they knew instantly that the team was world class. They knew what they were doing.
That the cardiology team is one of the top ones. And so I think all these things gave us a lot of comfort. They've seen people like you who look in really great health and then have these traumatic events. So Dr. Marcos was always like a constant during that time. And the nursing staff was amazing too. Working these long shifts, answering any question, moving around equipment, explaining what the equipment was, anything that we felt you needed, they would do within reason. And I think all of that made us feel really good by Sunday night.
Right.
So Martin's blood pressure was extremely low. He was losing blood. We didn't know why. By Monday morning, things looked much more stable. And so we officially met Dr. Jones, and he gave us like this awesome thumbs up and just said, things are looking better. We did have a lot of family and friends that just wanted to physically see that Martin was okay, and it was always encouraged. And in fact, Dr. Marcos and many of the doctors and nurses said, you're part of the team. You're what's also going to help him get better. He knows you're here. And that was just, it felt like everyone, like we were part of the team. Everyone was treating us like family. And just that in a situation where you feel very helpless, we felt like we were doing something.
Friends who came to visit, their stories were, wow, everybody's so great there.
Right.
That they take the time to talk to you. What's important to me as a patient, when I am conscious, is that they're not just treating my disease or my illness, that they're also taking care of me as a human, and part of taking care of me as a human is taking care of my family.
Absolutely.
Everybody was
Everyone
great.
not only spoke to us, but they spoke to Martin. They would direct things to him, not about him, and I really appreciated that.
Had
And
to
they said,
repeat it.
challenge us.
Yeah.
Like, we're here for you.
Yeah.
Dr. Marcos was like, challenge us. If there's something you don't think we're doing, if there's a question that you have, push us. This is why
Never,
we're here.
ever had a physician tell me to challenge them.
No.
Never.
What was our joke about the way that all the doctors would speak about each other?
You know, it's nobody was willing to take credit.
We're like, where's the ego in the
where's
room?
the ego?
Like, there
No,
is none.
Would somebody please stand up and take credit for saving my
Right.
life?
Right.
Please. It's
Yeah.
just so I can get, so consequently I got to hug everybody I come into contact with here.
It was very much emphasized, we have meetings throughout the day. We're meeting about Martin. We're pulling everybody from the team. We're very collaborative in our approach. It's not just one of us, deciding what's right. And that was really comforting to know that they're constantly like looking, getting feedback from how you're doing, and then adjusting and being flexible. Because I don't think you were a typical case coming in, and they were able to be flexible in your treatment.
Yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I seemed healthy. I had no idea that I had any issues with my heart, or that there was something genetically wrong with me, and it
Right.
turns out this is all about genetics. That's probably been the toughest part for me to acknowledge or to handle, that I did all the correct things and to take care of myself, and then I have this massive coronary that almost takes my life. Some people might go, what's the point? I believe Laura
Yep.
was the first medical person that I remember, and I am absolutely in love with that woman. She's
One of the nurses.
yeah,
The charge nurse.
I like to
Oh,
call her.
yeah,
I like to
yeah.
call her Nurse Jackie, not because she's just. She's the person I like. Straightforward, honest, doesn't sugarcoat things, tells you like it is. Removes
funny.
And funny.
Yeah.
Funny. Removes any ambiguity. I like having things clear. That's the way I operate the best. And she was completely transparent and really fun to have take care of me. I had
Yeah.
nurses that come that rotated, and I got to tell you, every single one of them was as good as the one prior to them. The doctors that came in, the study flow, I always felt as if they were very clear and concise about what they wanted to do and why they were doing it, and what the follow-up is, and how I should be prepared for what's coming next. And that was always really helpful as well. The cleaning people coming in there to
Yeah.
clean my room.
Everybody
Oh,
was
child, you
outstanding.
should have seen yourself the other day. That's
Yeah.
what the lady says to
Yeah.
me. You look so good.
So that it's like everyone is invested in
My
getting
recovery.
better.
Yeah, exactly. It's a deeper level of care than I've ever received anywhere else. I actually did not meet Dr. Descupta until my first visit with him after I was discharged. I
From
don't
Europe,
I don't
right?
recall meeting him. I've met him, but I don't recall meeting him. And the first thing he does is come up and hugs me. Very first thing he does. And he never struck me, even when he hugged me. I'm like, this guy isn't a hugger.
It was like a really heartwarming reunion to see you, a couple weeks later, and you're mobile and you're healthier, and it's just an awesome moment of gratitude.
Yeah, I'm consistently blown away by this place. Absolutely blown away. And I feel like I'm a goof every time I say it or say, "Oh, I'm so happy! I'm so blown away. These guys are so great." You know, like your first love. But it's a fact. You know, I'm a retail manager. I have absolutely no compunction to go somewhere else to get a better shopping experience or a better care experience, and I've done that. I have no desire to go anywhere else at this moment. I have referred people that I know, you know, you should go to my hospital and get a primary care physician there. They're awesome. I love going there. It's not a pain. It's not a burden for me to have to come here. And I live in Edgewater, which is a significant way. It's, you know, north, and I have to come south.
Yeah.
But it's a choice. And I make that choice because of how I feel when I'm here, which is incredible and special and taken care of. That's why I come here.